shot to try to stop them from really piling in on top of this Orisa. Daff had gotten control. The flip now getting ready to come back through here for Honey Pop, but sound barrier out from Lumi. Shields up onto 3 as they look to try to close things right here, right now. Rampage across. Solo catch here onto the Orisa, but can they pile in to get the kill?
それでいいかな。毎回言ったかな。
Knife is in. Axe not going to be finding anything there on the swipe.
ジャンカー対オリーサ。
99 to 99, starting to take away HBS with a nice headshot. Will get rid of Soggy, but the rest of the team is falling to the wayside.
まあ次からでいいか。なんかキリ悪いし、ここから始めても。
They can only get the single kill. Overtime now going to bleed
ス
down.
マ
That
ホ、
will
ス
be
マホ。
Honey Pot taking the opening round on Samoa.
I mean, if I can choose a 3% to carry it here, is Adam and Light and Sege, because once the Adam was dying, he traded the enemy tracer was so critical for the enemy team, the Doff, and also Light during the long range fight after Sound Barrier, he make it.
ここはオリーサかなっていう予想はあるけど。
Easy win for the Honey Pot.
ウィンストン来る。あ、ウィンストンの方が多いかな。
I think Doff, they're probably the best Pacific team, but still they're not adapting the new meta. This, if they keep doing the
逆にオリーサ来るんだぐらいの感じか。
it's not to make the sense with the Sojourn. It's gonna be a hard time. Not gonna be easy for the against that comp.
Tracer Sojourn, V Tracer Sojourn. Big difference is going to be that Winston.
トレーサーソジョンって、まあトレーサーソジョンはミラーか。
Trying to make this one work once again. It is down quite low there to begin things. This rail shot will just be decaying away. Can't get that full build up. Disruptor shot into the corner though, trying to flush them out into the open. They'll send them scattering, but Ace comes up with an opening kill. Asagi going to be taken down. A little bit more there is Adam on the low ground.
点出ました。
Just out pressure this Winston. Looks like he's going to be Tank who first abandons the fight. Ace now forced to recall as the javelin. Got him there against the wall. Push forward, really looking for the punish here as Adam desperately trying to stay alive. Another follow-up javelin looking good, but diving to the back there.
これウィンストン側というかダイブ側はウィンストンが踏んだ後トレイさんが踏んでっていうローテーションができるんだけど、ハニーポット側はこれウリサ踏むと結構きついんだよねってところでジャンカークイーン変更です。割とジャンカークイーン練習していたのもこのチーム、さっきも出してるし、ソウルダイナスティのスキン。ジャンカークイーンとなると隠れてやり過ごしたいところではあるが、シャウト切ったここで耐えられるかどうか。しっかりと逃げ切る。シャウト切ったところで死なずに逃げ切ることは大事だよね。おそらくジャンカークイーン側の意図としてはだいぶされたところでシャウト切ってウィンストンを取りたいんだけど、そこで死なないことをどう立ち回るかだよね。まあ、キリコの鈴を投げるだったり、バリアうまく張ったりとか。っていうところでシャウト切り直せばもう1回目、3回目のダイブで取れるんだね。特にソジョンが取れるんだよね。ルシオキリコのメタってなかなかキリコが取れないから。だいぶ難しいんだけどね。ルシオキリコのメタで一番取りやすいのはルシオだから、割とルシオ狙いでダイブしていくことが多いんだよね。ところで次のエンゲージ、ハニーポット側は4つアルティメットがあるから、まあ次も取れるでしょうと。吐きすぎ注意ってね。オーバークロックにサウンドバリアを返してキツネまで吐く。キツネまで吐いたら取りたいね。これ以上吐きたくないね。いやでもランページ吐いたか。ランページまで吐いて取れないのは結構きついな。これでおキツネが上がってくるわけだからね、敵側。ランページまで吐いたんだったら取り切りたいねってところで最近入るのまくり。お、あ、グラブで。マクリだいぶ系に強いから結構流行ってんだよね。
taken down. I don't think a touch of the point going to be possible. Never mind, it is there. Looks like Sagi just going to be trying to threaten the back cap, but yeah, Ace rotates back around here. A retouch, keeping it contested. Recall popped. Still in a rough position.
これはほぼ取り切ったでしょ。
Playing around the outskirts here of the point to try to keep this one going, to try to buy some time. Adam now rejoining, comes
構
back.
成崩れてから、まあまあまあまあまあまあ。
Kame takes him out, punch over the side, decent damage across here on the dank, but not sure if they're going to be able to kill or confirm that kill there as the die forward comes in from Ace. He's got Adam completely isolated and picked off. 139%, much more dominant this time around here for Daphis. It's going to be Volcano to settle who's
クイーンをうまくさばいた印象だね。
Yeah, I think Honeypot the plan was pretty clean for the using the overclock to force out the sound barrier, but the DAF was like we're not going to use sound barrier.
ここはオリーサかな。普通に考えたらって感じ。
Was way better than this the before.
どうなんだろう。
And that was critical for them. And DAF gonna bring the Orisa.
マウがあるかここでって感じ。
So I'm not sure the Mauga after the hot fix.
割と被弾抑えるの難しいマップだから、もうマウがメタ以外使わない気がするんだけど、どう合うのマジで言ってんのマウが行きますか。相性的にもウルサの方が強いからな。逆がマウガってマウガを頼みになっちゃうから後ろが辛いんだよね。Low here on the side of Daft, but the kill's just not quite being found. Ace eventually does get picked. This leg is able to find the headshot there with the Kiriko, but then he's hounded down by Highviz, who's staying alive up without the box. 相手の攻撃のかわしようがないからね。
Eventually able to find that kill. The point is unlocked and
まあ意外とキル交換が生まれてるか。
but eventually they're going to have to try to back off. Just wait for Adam to rejoin. So space conceded. Daft going to be grabbing first control.
とはいえさすがにウリサが取るとまだマウガを続けるんだ。いやくるくるで基本止まるんだよなマウガって。あここまでマクリがヘッド当てたら取るわな。Calls of two players. The overrun comes in, diving into the back, getting in on top of him. So kill found. Kitsune Rush actually committed here by Pale. Flip is already. で白衣にあったかな。結構辛かったと思うけど。
Yeah, I think this strategy is working very well to against Duff because Duff have no clue about how can they manage about the Malga here, and they once they try to using the forcing the resources to him, he just like ignore like disengage, and that is making so much like a useless timing.
このキツネをサウンドバリアで返すか。ああ、サウンドバリア剥がなのに普通にマウガが落ちる。マウガってこの程度なんだよね。アップ限らないと正直使い物にならないというか、今の感想。アルティメットが強いわけでもないし、特別。
I think miscommunication issue with that one, but right now the each other sound barrier and the high noon. So if they have it,
ハイヌーン
just can ignore the.
ラフ側がウルト打ってあるか。
Probably losing like this one, but that is also too early.
あ、パルスボックで死んだ。この辺のヒル取りにくいウルトでしっかりヒル重ねたのは偉いね。高校生ウルトが弱いからね。サポートのウルトしか頼りになるウルトはないから。
Yeah, I think it was kind of early engagement, but I think anyway the high vision and the ace just making the winning condition from here. So right now, I think it's gonna be 50-50. But if they're taking the long fight, still the Orisa can make into a lot of value for here. Those Cage can make into value.
安 D のアルティメットでエリアを広げたいが割とサンドバレー突っ込んできた。これは跳ね返したいところ。ルシオは取りたいな。ルシオは取れる。もう強引にアルティメットでエリア取れたから取れると思うんだが、曲がったキツネ結構無駄に入ったな。これ無駄でしかないよな。こんなに有効なキル交換ができてたわけじゃないし、まだ時間的にも余裕があるし。
I think no one expecting like a honeypot bringing the at here the Mauga, and that is pretty working well.
このタイミングで良かったよ。
And they also have so much like a good condition here. They're probably gonna engage with the.
正直キツネサウンドバリアをサウンドバリアだけでさ、ことにもねやらないから。相当辛いよな。
Helping to escort the rest of them forward here as they search for more, search for these staggers, but Adam does get traded out. They're not going to be popped. Push them back around the corner, but no, Sagi already in on top of the cast is able to come away with that kill. A follow up here, a stagger onto Pale or Dank would be
なんとか押し返してエリアをタッチしたいか。そうだ。
outside of their reach, so can't quite clean those up. Pale with all of the healing throughput that he's been putting down does have another Kitsune Rush about to be online. Sound barrier though, here from Kame, maybe going to be the counteract, but instead we'll just go ahead and pull the trigger on this one to begin the fight.
この最後のキツネがうまくいくか。微妙だな。サウンドバリアの方が強いもんな。この状態においては。キツネの使い道微妙だな、これ。もうちょっと有効に使えた気がするけど。なんとかなった気がしなくもないけど。
They win because they know what they're gonna play, but they didn't expect that they're gonna play Mauga here, and they're making so much critical win for the honeypot.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, but Pale honestly with some really rough Kitsune rushes there, using them when the fight was basically already over, the flip had come through. You know, he pulls the trigger on that last one that he used, and then immediately dies. But they had already lost 2 players, so
プロシーンは割とマウガをルシオキリコで回すから。
then maybe they can get themselves back into this one, but
てかもう基本ルシオキリコなんだよね。このメタの完成形はルシオキリコだみたいなところまで落ち着いてるから。
Yeah, I agree with you because I think right now the DAF plays almost 3 different comp.
こちょこ穴ぶり切ってでダイブするチームも出てはきてはいるんだけど、だいぶでもルシオキリコの形をとっているチームもあるから 90% ルシオキリコだね。で残りの 5% にルシオ・バティストのラッシュがあって、残りの 5% にアナブリギッテが出てくる感じ。ソンブラ弱体が入ったからモイダもねえんだよな。ソンブラリーパーのメタも一瞬で終わったしな。アウガのメタも一瞬で終わったし。あの辺のヒーローを弱体がすぐ入れると結局トップシーンはもうブレイサーソジョーになるんだよね。あと本当最近はまくりの採用率が上がったというか動画にも上げたけど、だいぶに強いのと、あとはエイムゲーだからマクリーって当てればどの立ち位置でも正解なヒーローではあるんでね。特に前有効射程距離が短い分相手が奥に入り込んできたら有効射程距離になるんだけど、入ってこない場合は射程にならないから前目に出ないとダメージ、圧倒的なダメージ量出ないんだけど、前目に出るってことはリスクが出るんだよね。そのリスクをカバーするには当てるしかないんだよ。弾を当てて相手を倒せばリスクは減るわけだから、そういう考え方しかないよな。敵を殺せばリスクはないという考え方だよ。殺されなければどこまで前に出ていいわけでさ、殺されないの最終的な目標は 相手がいないことであって、相手が一人もいないんだったら絶対殺されないわけでさ、相手のいない状況を作るには殺せばいいんだよね。だから殺される前に殺しゃいいんだよ。FPS の基本ではあるよね。殺される前に殺せばいいんだよ。でキングスはどうだろうね、構成的に。そんなに癖のある構成は出てこないだろうけど、まあ、エコーの採用はありかなとは思う。まあ、だいぶかな。D 場の採用率も高いマップではあるけど。ボイ側はもうこれほぼ出てるね。ゲームプレイだね。アニーポットは D 場で来るか。別に D 場の採用がないわけではない。アンビンとかも使ってるし。悪い構成ではないが。ヤング、ウィドウメーカー。ウィドウで試合一発で決まったりするからね。裏に入って正面はウィドウ。よくある形で。表の裏の本体を見つつ表から顔を出しちゃいけないっていう。広くエリア取れるんだよね、これ。全く顔を出さなくなったらこれでいいんだよね。正直、ルシオ・キリコでディーバヒール足りるのかって思ったんだけど、意外と足りるんだよね、これ。ディーバがうまいこと前提なんだけど。
A 2018 Gladiators Classic returns.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one really long time, and they
で、ここで
clearly bring up on table.
辻 Y がエコー。このエコーも割と有名ではあるから覚えておいていい。
They're actually crazy team.
Oh yeah.
The strategy, this kind of bring the strategy in the final.
It's such a bold call to say like, okay, you know that thing that no one's been able to get away with for 6 years.
Yeah.
We're going to attempt it in the grand final of this tournament, and then it worked. There's one less person to cause chaos as well because
ウィンソンショットは甘いと死ぬね。
fight is continuing as clear gets picked off once
いいピッ
again.
クの取り方。
Primal range nearly online, but so much space opened up here for
ちょっ
Honeypot.
と構成に工夫が欲しいところか。
True, and also they probably didn't expect they're gonna bring the Diva. I mean, I still think
次のエンゲージもウルト負けするからな。
Diva can be working against the Winston.
できればボキツネだけは取ってあげたいところ。
So much like a Diva can do
まあ上がるかさすがに。
better than Winston.
ボキツネで耐えてる間にサウンドバリア上げつつ、プライマルレイジって欲しいね。
Okay, well, consider rush there from Light. Hale not using his, but
ファーストボール取った。
Ace is able to get the pulse bomb through. Adam now going to
で、お互いキツネで
as looks like no
人数有利ではあるか。エコーがなんとかしてるけど、まあ取りきれない。お互いサウンドバリアを温存した形ではある。
Some control found here for the side of Daft, but man, the cart is already so very close to being. It only took him about a minute and a half to get there.
Yeah, I think the Honeypot snowball stopping at the that good portion because if they win this one, they probably get the more.
理想的な形で言うと、オーバークロックにサウンドバリアを返したくて、でそのカウンターにサウンドバリアを返して、できればウィンストンあたりをコピーして。 前目に押したいところ。オーバークロックはさすがにいいところで、このウィンソンのプレマレージが決まると、まあいいコピーだったね。計算通りではあるけど、結局ウィンストン・ディーバの形が出来上がるとやっぱり強いんだよね。このゲーム2タンク強いから。っていうところで、直線的な第3ポイントに入ったので、オリサを選択と。無難なピックではある。これまでの常識だったら、オリサ出てきたら間違いなくルシオマップの形でしてたんだけど、今のメタもあんまりバディス使わないよね。 基本ルシオキリコだよね。アダムもオリーサに変更。乱戦は続いていくけど、さすがにどうだこれ。互いにオリーサ落ちたの。で取り返したか。苦肉の策だった今のキツネ。とまくりってヒーロー難しいんだよ。当てれば単軍、外せば続軍みたいな。あ、こうキツネで一気で仕掛ける。ただ、ピアノアップで引いたが、1スタック。1スタックでかい。あそこまで引き切ってると、ソジョンしかダメージ出せないんだけど、そのソジョン取れたのはでかい。で、エースペイロードギリまで進むけど、デッドアイでエリア取り返せる。で、最用しのところでサウンドバリア両方入る感じか。テラサージはそんなに意味のあるウルトではないから、ボクスニャが先に上がるダフ側が有利かな。キル取りいっちゃったな。まあ、リグループ早めにってところで SG は落ちたけど。まだ大きくであるからダフ側が有利だね。できればサウンドバリア1個でオキツネサウンドバリアを任せられるといいか。そしたら次のエンゲージキツネで一発で取れるから。どうこれキツネでキツネ引き切れる。引き切った。うまいね。プロはこれは当たり前にやるけど、これの動きがしっかりできるの偉いよね。被害を出さずに引き切るっていう。テラサージ対テラサージ。やっぱこれは後から上がった方が良かった。おー、ブデー。ラスト。ラスト、ボールで触って。デッドアイかな、ワンチャンあるなら。デッドアイしかワンチャンねえな。ハムが耐えてデッドアイ。デッドアイはめるか。デッドアイ。デッドアイ。デッドアイ。うわ、抜いた。終わった。ノゾンとマクリがリオンチだからな、このゲーム。当てるんだったらこいつら最強だから。当てないからみんな弱いだけで、当たるんなら強いみたいな。なんかポケモンで言うと気合玉みたいな技で。白装の特殊って結構当てれば強いけど当たんないっていう。気合玉と命中が100で威力90だったらみんな採用してるよみたいな。あ、これシグマで来るか。シグマで来るんだったら、シグマの守り方は基本あれだね。シグマは上取っといて、クレーサーがポイントを踏む形が基本。シグマがポイントまで降りるのはギリギリまでやらないと。基本ポイントタッチはクレーサーの仕事になるんで、一発目の当たりは3分の1取られるぐらいの感じで。
with the Widow to see if anybody's going to come peeking out.
あ、危ねえ。
There it is. Kame taking one to the chest, but
こんな簡単に抜けないとは危ないよな、ルシオ。攻撃はウィンストンを選択。
successfully displace Adam.
右回り。
Being able to force that Sigma down to low ground, that's where it's
右回りからジャンプ。
they're having its biggest
で
disadvantage.
ポイントを取り始めるけ
One
ど、
contest does come through. Eventually, Honeypot are going to have to pull the trigger on the drop down, but Pale going to be picked off first and
ポイントを
foremost.
止めに行くのはトレーサーで、もうシグマはここから基本的に降りないと。で、ラストこう3分の1取られたあたりで降りてくると。
Kinetic grasp
これが基本。
Adam to try to mitigate some damage to slide out there from
押すタイミングで降りるけど、
still very low on HP.
ポイント踏まれただけじゃ降りないっていうのは、このタイミングが難しいんだよ。
Who ends up getting caught up in the crossfire. Lucio now taken down, so opening
で
fight.
も最初から上に取っとかない
Here
と、
by Honeypot, but
ダイブされて上ソジョンに取られるんだよね。
This is
ソジョンとかキリコに上取られて結構積むんだよね。
Honeypot because Yang have so much like advantage for
シグマ守りは絶対に上取っとかなきゃいけない。
Young didn't have any HP.
前目で抑えることはまあ無
Still
理。
back up, but now HBS guy. I mean, he's just dead. Adam able to find that kill. Soggy does get traded out, but now Adam fighting himself a second elimination as Lumi's going to be taken down as well. Pale down to a sliver here on this Kiriko. He's trying to stay alive, but Kame eventually is able to
その
find
ルー
that
ル
kill.
さえ守れれば、
And
お
he's
ぶね
taking
え。
this one. Pulse bomb out from Ace. Not going to find the connection there, but still he's able to go ahead and finish off Young with the pulse pistols. But now Adam comes in, gets himself, I believe,
この上下運動さえ綺麗にできれば、
goes low, pops the kinetic grasp,
シグマの守りは結構硬いんだよ
will
ね。
be kept alive. Now the flux going to be here for the squad. Second tick had been picked up here for the side of Daff as Clear comes back in. Primal Rage at the ready.
もうきついね。
Point, no one able to
もうきつい
push
ね。
back forward. They're just too low on HP, so they do end up losing out on this defense. So 4 minutes and 40 seconds available to Daff on the push.
So right now the situation is Daft have a trickle ultimate so well. So
で
they don't need
第
to
2 以
kill.
降も
They just can force out
どう
the
なんだ
space.
みたいな。
It's enough for them.
結局シグマが便利すぎて、
Looking to take the fight to them, but widely just a disengage here from Honeypot. Trying to
結構
avoid
積
that
極的にダイブしていくね。
Now using their
サウンドバリアハック
flux
が
as well, layered in
船
from
を先に
Adam.
入って
Not
いっ
sure
た
where that one's gonna be targeted
と
at,
ころ
but
に、
Primal Rage comes through here from
レモン
Clear.
レイ
See
ジ
if he can get a
船を荒ら
quick
してい
jump
く。
onto any of these targets, but as he leaps up, he's met with that accretion. He's gonna be sent jumping back
キル
over
は取れないけど、ペイロードは進んだし、ウルトも無駄目に吐かせた感じがある。オーバークロックまで入ってるから、
For the time being, at least, is now counter overclock coming in from High Vision. Sound barriers in from
で、これ攻めのオーバークロックに、守りのサウンドバリア。う
Goes
お
for the
ー
Soggy! He comes up with 3! Forces the Ajax and shuts them down! What a play, what a timing! And that alone, that
この実況のテンションの言う通りだよ
might
ね。
just ruin
あ
Daph's
あ、
grand final.
当たっちゃったみたいな。
That is true. That is true.
ああ、サウンドバリアが。
Unbelievable. Thank you, observers. Because we needed to see that.
Yeah, true, true.
That
俺もよくやるけど、
beat could have been the turning point in that fight completely, and now they are working.
0.5 秒早かったらサウンドバリアで誰も死んでない。
It's gonna be
0.5 秒遅いか
Daft.
ら、サウンドバリアすらな
They're
くなるん
need
だ。
like a 4 ultimate again for to get the win. But without that, it's gonna be nightmare for them.
さあ、ここでジャンカー
They
ク
do
イーンを
so
選
great
択。
today.
It's unreal.
シグマには強く上がれるか。
Now they changed the Shuriken.
Whatever
シ
you
グマに
eat,
対するカウンターではあるよ
eat
ね。
it.
Yeah.
Never eat anything else.
You need to get the lutein.
Yeah, that is your diet for the rest of your competitive career. There's a nice pull forward there onto Adam. Grasp coming out, keeping himself protected. Barrier comes through as well. It's the Creation Stun there on the Lumi, but kill not going to be collected yet. Rail built up.
さすがにジャンカークイーン相手には引かざるを得ないというところで、あと一つずつ攻めていけば、ジャンカークイーン側は割と優秀戦える、有利側に。
But first it's going to be the flux, and that's going to be decent pickup here. Lumi way up into the air, drop
うまい。
down, dead. Turn, accretion stun.
さすがにやれてみたらどうしようもない。
Everybody right now on down. Since scrambling into the corners,
結構こいつキツネガンガン吐くね。
once again going to be used here by Pale, trying to keep everybody in this
これ
fight.
吐くんだ。
Out from Soggy, not gonna find this stick
ワン
this
チャン
time
取り組ん
around.
だ。
Still, Cart widely being slowed up. Another
こ
stun
こ
there
カウンター
by
入るよ
Adam,
な。
trying to backpedal, get himself around the corner, but he cannot. Adam is able to hound him down.
無理めじゃね。
They find Pale, Soggy does get traded
キツネが
out.
無理めな気がする。
One with the rail shot, but then he corrals himself inside of the shop and ends up getting taken down.
後ろが落ちているタイミングで
Now it's less than 2 minutes
入れ
remaining
る
for
キ
Daff.
ツネがどうかっていうと、ちょっと微妙な気がするな。
Wow, he swapped him, eh?
トレーサーだけだったら入れるかなって感じはするけど。
But
うわ、結構ダメージ入った。
Tracer, I mean,
真
clearly
相、
he's
真相
gonna。die.
ワンチャンある、ワンチャン
This
ある。
thing
はい
had。some heals on him. He's just stuck into a corner, just eating all of these primary fires from Adam. Catch across now, Ace. Pulse bomb nearly online. Overclock rolling here for Nyang.
オーバークロック、ハンドバリアがないので決めたいところではあるが、きっちりとみんな隠れきった。で、オーバークロックとランページのサウンドバリアが上がってくるが、グラビテーションとサウンドバリアか。これに対しては、ギリサウンドバリアが間に合うか間に合わないか、間に合うか。
Shielding now going to be expiring. Lumi pulling the trigger on his own. Okay. Sound barrier. Soggy dead, but Pale traded out. Overclock here from High Visions. Able to find Adam. Looks for a little bit more. Slide around the corner.
これ、もう一回踏めるよな。ウインストで触りに行きゃもう一回触れるか。オリーサ。触りに行かないな、これ多分。
Honeypot, they should have just maybe enough time to get back for one last contest, but we'll have to see if they can do it.
It's really hard.
ワンタッチするのはトレーサーがいるけど、まあ、行かなさそうな気がするけど、行くんだよな。行っても返しはないから、気がするが。うお、無理やり取った。
Pulse bomb does go out, but again, not finding value, not finding eliminations, and now Soggy with one of his own comes around the backhand side. He's looking for a target. Kitsune rushes in from both of these squads. There's the stick. That's going to be the Suzu to go ahead and get the cleanse off. Lumi trying to keep this card contested here for the time being as we roll into overtime. He himself going dangerously low. Clear coming back in with the wrecking ball once more. Adam whittled away at the Orisa, nearly eliminated, and will get taken down as High Vision's able to find that kill. Soundberry shielding comes across here from Kame, keeping the rest of the 4 players alive. Lumi on the opposite side going to be matching. So far, eliminations not being found. Adam, does he swap over to something else and try to rejoin a little bit faster? We'll have to just wait. He's going to be sticking with the Orisa. It seems like Honeypot are not going to be able to get the hold here at point B. The cleanup will come through. 1.5 added to the time bank for Daff. It's not going to be much to work with.
クリーンが落ちた時どうなることかって感じだね。とりあえずボールでまだ行くんだ。とりあえず相手を1分切らしているからゴールさえすればボールが出てきたからマークレに変更。
Because he want to control the Hammond and he also want to do something special, but it's not going to be easy for you can control the Hammond. Oh my.
Ace noted force back. There's the overclock.
おー、いいオリーサのうち。
Initially, but nice shot in the comments. Trying to find some follow up here at Ace. Finally gets a pulse bomb to stick. Adam
あ、パルスボムでタンクを取った。
gone.
一旦隠れざるを得ないか。余計な被害出したいところ。余計な被害出してる。ハニーポット側、テラサーチとキツネ、ラフ側、おキツネとジェライ。ジェライをとっとと排除したいかな。で、キツネ勝負。で、サウンドバレーを先に上げた方が勝ちかな。予想としては。あ、キツネ一回すかすんだ。頭いいな、それは。こっから当たりに行くか。よくすかしたの、これ。いい判断なのな。まあ、勝てるかどうか別だな。実際向こうの方が早い。取れるか。パクリ取った。後ろがお互いに落ちてる。後ろどっちか生き残ってたらそれだけで勝ち確定だったのに。やばい、パルス落ちた。ミリ。本当にお互いどっちかのルシオが残ってたら圧勝だったんだけど、お互いにルシオをちゃんとフォーカスしてルシオを落としてるので偉いよこれ。お互いにサウンドバリアがそろそろ上がることを読みでルシオから落ちてった。後ろのサウンドバリアがあれば2人分の人数差ぐらいがイーブンにできるからね、こういう状況だと。もうキツネよく引いたんじゃないかな、綺麗に。あれは偉い。
Oh yeah, it's through the roof. And it feels like it's not the case for Daff, which is very rare to see, just given how strong they were looking in the tournament run to get themselves into the grand final through the upper side of the bracket. Things looking very disjointed for them comparatively, whereas right now Honeypot are just completely and utterly fired up. I mean, Soggy in particular, I mean, let's just give him player of the match right now, win or lose. The guy's impact is so crazy. A 3K pulse bomb with an Ajax on
まあ
top.
多分今日はテンション高めて寝れないんで、夜中まで解説でもしてるから。
We need a moment to take a breather, and I'm sure Daphne need a moment to collect themselves. But for right now, Honeypot out in front. 2 more maps to go for them to sweep this grand final. We'll see if Daphne can get themselves back into this one when we come back to the break.
外も天気が悪い。このメタ結論が決まってないから楽しいよな。割と。いろんな楽しみ方がオーバーウォッチの観戦ってあるけど。結論が決まったメタで、完成度を見るっていうのも一つの楽しみ方ではあるんだけど。マップごとに結論が決まってなくて、なんならチームごとにも決まってないし。得意な戦い方、苦手な戦い方がしっかりあって、この辺幕で対応するチームとソジョンを採用するチームと結構分かれたりするし、でここもちゃんと第3になったらオリーサお互いにピックしてきたりとか、テンプレートには乗っかりつつ、それまでのオーバーウォッチの常識をひっくり返すほどのメタの変更はないけど、まあ、教科書通りにちゃんと戦ってるのが面白いかなっていう、そういう楽しみ方ではあるよね。炭鉱してルシオ落ちて、お互いにルシオが落ちてる。で当然お互い落ちたら防衛側の方が先に戻ってくるから勝つと。ちょっと水持ってきますね。私も休憩。 トイレ戻りました。よいしょ。まあこの2-0の感想というか、微妙な差は多分、リーコのアルティメットの使い方かなっていう気はする。テンプレートの敷き方も、構成の付け方も、間違っちゃいないから、お互いに。圧倒的な DPS の差もそこまで見えるわけでもないし、タンク含めたチームの動きでの圧倒的な差もそこまでなさそうだから。唯一見える部分は、その、キツネだね。キツネを無駄履きしてるシーンがちょっと目立つから。修正をするんであればそこか。ほんと最後のシーン含めて、アルティメットの管理。アルティメットを持ってるプレイヤーの管理だね。上がりそうなプレイヤーと、上がってるプレイヤーのヘルスの管理っていうのを間違いなく大事にしなきゃいけないところではあった。まあ、しかしさっき動画上げた、マクリーザリア構成なんだけど、あれ考えたら多分クラスティなんだけど、プラチナが考えてるんですよ、あの構成。いや、俺だって思いつきはするけど、まあ無理だろって思う。あれを実現してるプロパーがすごいんだ。プロパーならいけるべみたいな多分テンションだと思うよ。じゃないとあんな構成成り立たない。
I mean, true, because until the last week, Yang was a tracer and Shaggy was a soldier most of the time. And after they swap, their management
セブンの魅力16系が好き
quality
で
of the game was way higher, and I think that is the best answer for them.
ちびっこ終わったらどうしようかな。ポケモンの配信でもする。
Just keep him on Tracer. It doesn't matter if the map lends to Tracer play or not. Just keep going for Tracer. But I mean, speaking of which, we have Coliseum now coming in. Another map where that Tracer backline pressure can certainly find value.
Yeah, I think after the last map, the Esperanza, a lot of time like he making so much high value at the bank line, and can he bring on that one and this here, and also what is a Dot bring after the?
これをしてよ。
That I do not know. All I know is that they do have Dank coming back in the tank position over clear.
コロッセオもオリーサかな。
Was there. It didn't really come to fruition for
イン
them.
ストンが出ないこともないけど。
In a position where DAF, I mean, they pretty much need to
あ、
win.
マグは出ないでしょ。
Coliseum, Honeypot have
な
match
くと。
point, and then you then need to reverse sweep in a grand final.
And
Four
also-
maps consecutively on the back foot. It would be very rough for them.
And also the Honey
クイーンも
the first map, the Samoa and the King's Row, every map they have their own strategy.
片方が
Opening fight. And the
ヒグ
Coliseum
マを出すんであれば
can
クイーンは
also
出てく
do
るけど。
very crazy opening fight.
Well, we'll see if they got another one here for us. As we get
ヒグマ
ready to
出して
jump
ポ
into
ーク。
Coliseum, the map
あん
is
まりな
ready
さ
to
そう
go.
だ
The
な。
action does not slow down.
ラッシュ気味のシグマもあんまりなさそうだし。
To Daft's reign of terror here in Pacific and get some revenge after they got sent down into that lower bracket. Both teams already locked in for land competition, but Honeypot, they want to be going over here to Korea in that number one position, and right now they look damn well poised to do so. Take a look and see what they're going to be piecing together here for us, and it looks like with Dank coming back in, it might just be him back over onto the Winston.
シグマ出すんだ。
So they're still thinking the Winston can beat the
おお、シグマできますか。
That is their best answer for the last few months, a few weeks. So this
シグマの利点としてはソジョンが強く出れるってことだ
high
よね。
vision can definitely one
要するに
person can bring the good winning conditions for the team.
Alright, well, fight opening up. Adam back over onto that
Oh
Sigma.
my.
And Dank already taken down. I mean,
だいぶ側のソジョンは
things.
結構
Finally
エルス管理に
elimination
気を
there.
つけないと。
And that is going to be an immense amount of space opened up. No one able to play forward presence here, so bot going to be steadily moving forward here for the side of Honeypot as they continue to just fish for some additional damage, any additional picks they could potentially find. Let's see what the recontest looks like as there's a jump down there.
この距離で打ち合えるからね、だいぶ側のソジョンは。
Grecian sent. No stun going to be found.
だいぶ側じゃない。
That
俺
will just be a
シ
back
グマ
four
側
here
は
for Honeypot, so 16.5 meters
で
gained.
ソジョン飛べるのは結構奥に飛ばなきゃいけなくて、あの距離まで飛んでいくと、逆にウィストン側のソジョンが車線通せにくいんだよね。ウィストン以外のダメージをシグマって塞ごうとするから。
That is true. And also,
基本シグマが防いでくるのってこれソジョンの火力なんだよね。
if they misplay,
でウィンソンはできないからさ、ソジョンの火力。純粋に行くんであればクイーンのシフトかいないかウィンソンで来るか。
I think Adam, I'm not perfectly sure, but once the Winston jump in, he using his shield for the blocking the poly, the healing, and that is making so much like a tank. It's gonna be in the hard time.
止めに入りはできるんだけど、入れたら終わりなんだよね。基本もうこの戦い方だよね。で、もっと押すとこまで押したら、そしてピストンが入り込んできたら一旦引くと。押されても。
Adam does have that flux ready to go. Kinetic Grass going to be used. Considering rush coming in from Poly. Light going to be matching on the opposite side. Pulse bomb out from Ace. Not able to find anything. Now the flux going to be invested. There's a pickup here onto Lucio, but he'll be able to get that mid-air sound barrier.
うわ、そんなまで消えた。取られた。
Ajax Ace. Some revenge after the scenes we saw there on King's Row. Comes in, takes him down. Ensuring that that sound barrier cannot go through. The only kill going to be found is
あ、
Poly.
これに関してはもうお互いの計算の上のハンドバリア取られたって感じで。
Once you have an ultimate condition, you can still make
逆にアダム側が高くいい。
too much like the
Oh.
other team. Now they don't have a sound barrier, so High Vision probably looking for the good diving condition for here. And Drunker King is, I say, it's not really best answer for the win the
アルティメットトレード的には
last
若
few
干ダフ側が有利
only
か。
by proof they're using like a high quality.
Yeah, I mean they just kept bringing it out over on Samoa, and I mean Adam was having a whale of a time, and now with the overclock coming in.
お互いにワンピックずつはできるんだけ
Ace,
ど。
Lumi traded out there for
アル
Adam.
スボム対、お
Fine
ー
Poly taking him down now. That's both
ここのウィンストンは死なないんだよね。
As Tank
ダイヤモンドレイジがあるから。
committing with this primal. So far only really
多分タンク差で
trying to juggle him around is going to prove to be a bit difficult. Now Neon finding himself a second.
なんとかなりそうな気は
Is High Vision going to be taken out?
なくはないが。
Trying to escape, drops the bubble in
一回ソジョンが
behind
ダメー
him.
ジ出し切ったら
Will get Ace. Winston just tucked around the corner here, trying to offer up that low HP bar to his supports. He'll help try to fast charge.
ヤングがキリコの頭抜いたのがね、
Not losing the lead. Here's
イメー
still
ジ
up
として
by
は。
about 8 meters. Bring the bot back over.
ワンアルティメットの差はワンヘッドショットで返せるからね。
I think that make it need to like make it quick decision that
気軽すぎるんだよね、ヘッドショットが。ソジョンが。
Falling. Swinging that corner. Push their way back out some. For now, Honeypot taking it easy, taking it slow. Jump forward, bubble again dropped in here from Dank, just trying to move this bot.
B のラッシュに対してちゃんと引いて逃げていく。
Jumps Queen. Again, taken low. Pulse bomb from Ace, not able to find anything off screen.
普通目でカウンターするが、ワンピック取れた。取れた。
Going to be caught off on the side room. Does get punished. Big opening kill here found as Adam as well. Going to get
Nice dive.
stomped out as Ace here to collect. Comes up with multi.
初手逃げ切れなかった。うお、4キル。
Daff is, I think he just about aced.
Yeah, I
himself, so
think-
living up to the name
うん。
almost.
それが正解だと思うな。ディーバだと思うな、俺も。
Buys make more sense for me because I think Honeypot tried to making the push map advantage at the Colosseum to making the distance, but that is the different way you need to like play. But I think they try to copy about a lot of things from the past like a series. But this is good.
Pulse
Nice
bomb in.
enough.
Tank going to be taken down. And did Lumi just Ajax again.
Is he?
I think he
ま
might
た
have
サウンドバリア無駄に取ったの。
You're right.
heard the
You're
pull
right.
on the beat. Didn't see any shields. I think it just happened again, not off the back of the pulse bomb, but
もしサウンドバリア無駄になりすぎだ。
able to find that shot.
Why he tried to too much save his pulse phone for the
お
counter?
互いサウンドバリアゴミ箱にポイしてる。
You can save your sound barrier for the more different situation, but yeah.
There's overclock, the overclock. Again, gonna be taken down. Soggy finds that kill, and
あ、もう
just pounded down.
サウンドバリア差だよ。
All just up against the wall.
さっきミスったサウンドバリアとの差で取れるよね。
Efficient in a barrel there for Niang. Comes up with the kills and out. The push again continuing for Honeypot, and will be able to regain the lead for themselves and maybe even the checkpoint. Lumi gonna be swamping over. Goes now for the Brig. And honestly, after Ajaxing, I would do the same.
So Kiriko Brig.
あ、ルミブリギットに変
A
更。
lot of team like thinking about this one is working, but let's see.
Dive in. I mean, he's just trying to isolate and get set up for a kill here onto Niang, but Dank is just.
これは D1 に強く出られるからだね。
Cannot survive. There is not enough healing, not enough peel to try to keep that Winston alive.
ディーバの抑えには
It's
なるか
absolutely nuked as
っ
soon
て
as
感
he
じではあ
leaves.
る。
That's the checkpoint now obtained here for Honeypot. And they've got some decent staying power. Unless this pulse bomb
ブリギットキリ
finds
コ
some value.
悪くはないんだけどね。
Looks like Widely gonna be happy with obtaining the checkpoint.
強くもないんだよね。
Back away and look to intercept it back in the more neutral position.
おっさんのカウンターでしか
Get
ないん
the
だよ
hard
ね。
to coordinate to like.
多分これウルト入ったらアナにはすると思うんだけど。
Fight where they wanted. I mean, they're kind of like a messy, like a few fight because they're trying to do this one.
アルティメット持ってるから買えないだけだと思うんだけど。 あ、プライムレイジ綺麗にダメージ出し切った。
Yeah, so you have a still time. The honeypot can touch the.
次あるアルティメットは自爆とパルスボム。
Maybe not good scenario for the honeypot.
おキツネか。おキツネで決まるだろうね。単純計算。
Locked in place. An advantage of 6 meters here for the time being. Self-destruct is available here, but as they just swoop through, Lumi gonna get taken down. Pulse bomb out from Soggy is able to find high vision.
自爆は温存したいところ。
Down to a sliver of HP here. Is probably just trying to do whatever he possibly can. Quick step, but yeah, will
自爆は温
eventually
存。
fall. So lead not obtained. Still held here by Honeypot and Alt.
チェックポイントも触らせない
Clear
と。
out this bot. Still held as well.
So my question is, how can you?
アナに変えないんで、キリコのまま行くんだね。
Overclock
え
by the because they have a lolly. Lolly is not enough.
上でアナ取ってりゃいいと思うんだけど。
Overclock. Now he has it. They just need to be just
ディーバだとあんまりアナにと向かって飛んでいけないから。
Okay. Oh, does just that. There's a leap forward. Dang trying to pressure it out.
ウィンストンミラーだとアナ怖いけど。ああ、間に合ってない。
Being kept alive, and then eventually Saki comes away with that elimination. Roundly rolling from Lumi to try to keep the rest of them nice and healthy here in the fight. As Young taking a nasty shot from the flank. Does make him think twice about where he's looking. And oh, Kame actually diving in on top of that pulse bomb. Ends up getting picked
ル
off.
シオが落ちるとやばいんだよね。
Deal there for them.
ルシオが落ちるとかなり痛いんだよね、これね。
Rotating back
長
through.
く時間かけちゃえば取れるんだよ
Bad
ね。
spot down low on HP, and Dank eventually able to find that kill. Cleans him up, pressure peeled off, light as well going down. Sunny does manage to get Lumi, but then he's going to be eliminated here by the Sojourn. So overall, fight win going the way here up that, but crucial time being fought for Honeypot. But sooner rather than later, they're going to have to try to reset because they need to recontest this ball.
ルミルシオに戻し
Very
た。
well could gain the lead for themselves, and with a minute remaining, any added distance that they get over Honeypot could be enough to get them the win.
more advantage for the Dove, definitely. But also they can hold in the payload from the
ル
high
ネ
ground.
ミラ
I
ー
mean,
プライマルレジ
using his primer.
プライマルレジ分でラフが勝つかな。
And nice kill.
Okay,
I'll
yeah,
pick,
dead ace coming away with that one.
One more.
Primal looking for the juggle here.
なんならキツネ温存しちゃうのこれ。
Down so very low, one more swipe would have got him there. Eventually he will
いや、
fall.
キツネ温存
That's checkpoint obtained, and now Daff will be able to get
お
the
互い
lead.
にキツネ温存だけど。
Now need to try to run this one back with just 28 seconds remaining. Advantage hugely in favor of Daff.
温存して取り切ったのはでかい
Turn
な。
around this is.
もうワンチャンスできるもんな。
From the outset, but now the opportunity to just go ahead and close this map and get themselves on the board in the grand final at long last. Soggy going to be taking
いや、
down
出た、ヘッドショット。
with a great headshot, finds that one. As soon as the Kitsune Rush comes in, Ace able to just absolutely assassinate Light. Kame now going to be dead.
これはもうソジョンヘッドショットでしかない。
Looks like they will not fall in a sweep. They
全
will
ては無に
be able
返
to
すソジョン
answer
ヘッド
back.
ショッ
The
トだ。
overtime will bleed down as Daff
と
I
ゲ
mean, swoop in from behind. It was
そう
looking
でしょ
so dire from them, but they will not be pressed to match
無に
point
返しました
quite just yet, and that means that we have a series on our hands. 2-1. Honeypot still in the lead, but Daff now online.
And also, next map is going to be Plush Point and Srabaza. I mean, I think in general, Honeypot, the manager of the fight was very strategy to fight.
本当に
but
本
once
当
they
簡
kind
単に
of
無に返すから
passive
ね
about the situation, they kind of like losing the way to play. But Duff chasing very well about that point. But Srabaza is more
あ、
brawling.
黒春がライブ配信
not-
してる
you have a strategy, but it's not more strategy map. It's more like a who have a better ulti economy fight. But right now, Honeypot, the ultimate economy is not very clearly unless Shaggy get the pulse bomb. So, can you bring the pulse bomb for this map? It's important.
We'll have to see. I mean, Ace looking
Yeah.
much more alive here on Colosseo. I mean, we were talking about how high impact that tracer could be.
一本返したらサポートのアルティメットがどんどんゴミ箱に捨てられていく試合だ。
I mean, we had 2 Ajaxes in that map alone, 1 on each side. So those Lucios need to stay protected. They need to be a bit more cautious about when they're trying to commit in with those sound barriers. But even with, you know, a second Ajax in the series, Daff do manage to get the win here. So that's going to be some breathing room for them. They do not have to go for a reverse sweep. If they can get a win on Sarvasa, just like that, we could be tied up. And that could be
カンプロだよ
Honeypot
カンプロ
for
韓
some of the
国の
back
プロゲ
points.
ーム
So this is still anyone's game.
Yeah, true.
We'll see how things transpire as we do get ready to go into that flashpoint, as well as if we're going to see any further swaps coming through.
Yeah, very agree with you because I think the Honeypot, the strategy at the Colosseum was kind of totally wrong, but that making the Duff bring on the table be their confidence. Look at the Ace just kind of shut down like the last 2 map, and he just bring the high quality tracer, and that is making the Dank and the High Vision get the easy kill a lot of time, and the Dank was like a kind of struggle at the first map, but he's not struggle at the second map, so he has a mentally can recover beat and to play his own style, and what's it working? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it got them the win. Still, a couple of moments there where it was looking scary. You know, those jump forwards and just getting absolutely melted.
Yep.
They win in spite of that. So it's still a step forward for sure here for the side of Daff, but I think you still want to have a little bit more protection.
Yep.
Not have to worry about that Winston as much because you want to be able to play aggressive. You want to be able to take space for your squad, but every time you leap in, if you are going to be dying, that's going to be a concern. But they were able to get there in the end, and you can see it was a bit of a scramble from Honeypot trying to figure out what they wanted to do. Saw them go over to the Junker Queen, saw them go then over to the Diva. Neither of them were enough to really effectively slow down that comeback from Daff.
But I think the biggest problem was like last few map, a lot of time like when they bring the winning condition from the was, because the one was like a Cassidy. Cassidy was so like a powerful you can bring to be get the winning condition, and also sometimes the Malga was probably good key for the winning. I think if they have like a kind of better knowledge, they probably bring the Malga once again at the fight, because Winston counter is clearly the Malga is one of the one, and also the Junker King is also. But if they're starting with the Cassidy, I think that definitely one of them is going to be working with them. So I hope they're going to be thinking about not going to do the Sojourn duel. It's more like making the more Cassidy value, high value is better for them.
Well, we'll see if that is going to be the case here.
上を積むか
We'll see Clear stepping back in again. So, okay, Dank comes in, got the map win for the squad. Clear coming back through. I mean, we're talking about Malga. We're moving over to Saravasa. You know, it's listed within his top 3 preferred heroes. Do you think that maybe we see Clear actually just try to pick that up? Seems like a no.
I guess no, but what is the point? I think if in this case, the best scenario for each other is the Sigma duel, but they love to play more like a Orisa seems like, and if you both play Orisa, Cassidy is still the better, a lot of point.
We'll see if the teams are going to be leaning on that one, but I mean, for Ace's sake and for Dav's sake, I hope that he can continue to put up performances like that, because that was just gorgeous to see. There was widely absent pulse bombs, weren't finding sticks, weren't finding eliminations or really any value. Colosseo was a complete turning point for him, so we'll see if that's just going to be that temporary pop-off, or okay, it was New Junk City.
ニュージャンクシティ
Either way, we'll get ready to go into this one, but this is, I'm curious to see how this is going to look, because this is also Honeypot's pick. And so far, the pick strength has only really
シティ
mattered.
は
Well, I mean, for Honeypot, you know, aside from that,
まあ一時期ジャンク
Colosseo,
アプリ流行ったけど
So technically,
今のメタだとオリーサなのかな
still there, meta.
But that's true. So
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely had that warm up and that comfort on there. But you know, they get their King's Row. Let's say it's 1-1 on map picks. Let's just go with that. So let's see if that continues here as we get ready to go into New Junk City.
今のメタだとオリーサだとは思うんだけ
They
ど
can go ahead and get back on the horse, or if this is going to be Daft tying things.
まあでもなんかジャンカークイーンお互いに好きそうではあるんだよな。
To, you know, just suck the air out of the room for a team, really break that momentum is just to come out and suddenly tie them after they have this strong lead in a series, and really start make them second guessing themselves and you know doubting their abilities. So Daft a victory here, and could very well be Honeypot's undoing.
So
リオ7か。
this map
4本選手なんだ。めんどくせえかもしれん。
Maga was on
Nage.
table. After that was Orisa. Now I'm not sure the Honeypot and the Top what they want to do because they're totally doing not follow the meta. They're just doing their own style, and it's working.
Oh, well, I mean, we've been talking about it. Do you go for what is comfortable for your team, or do you try to play the meta and try to play optimally? Oftentimes, going for comfort can be the best thing. But now, on the board, Daft looking to run this back and tie things up 2-2. Honeypot looking to try to get themselves up to that match point. We'll see if they can do it here as we head into New Junk City. So we'll always figure out what these teams are going to be playing. Clear for now, going to be showing the Junker Queen. That's one that we kind of... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, it's one that we didn't really
アダム
talk
はや
about.
っぱりシグマで来る
That
か。
might be the case here for him. So Orisa with Adam still showing the Sigma. We'll see if there's going to be any last second changes, but for now,
それはさすがにオリーサだと思うんだよ
coming out with the Cass. It looks like Honeypot is going to be sticking to the Sojourn Tracer.
Just in general, if you each other have a Lucio without the Symmetra, most of the time Orisa won the fight because they can so much like do the utility and the fight closer. And Cassidy have so much like a damage stacking on love. But still the Nyang and the Shaggy need to do
この
something. Without that, they're
マ
probably
クリ
gonna fight.
VS
So as long as he can get
ソジョンに
those
なる
barriers
と
for now, forced back our Honeypot. Only unlocked
マ
first
クリーはめちゃめちゃ前に出なきゃいけないんだけど
Adam able to go ahead, get
正
that
直
free
シグマ相手だと出れないんだよね
Test comes through, not allowing them to get this one for free, not wanting them to get any kind of percentage that they possibly could get.
構成不利は取られてるよな
Up falling. It's going to be the back pedal here for the rest of Daff as Grecian narrow miss there onto High Vision. Will be able to slink his way out
というところで
here
ジャンカークイーンにチェンジ
Honeypot will get the first grab of the
強引に相手の
opening
懐に踏み込むしかないっていう時はもうクイーンだよね
will be fully moving over to it now after that opening volley on the Orisa did not work out.
シグマは
Okay, so up to Genji.
懐に踏み込ませない強さがあるんだけどそれを強引に突破できるのがクイーンだから
I think
というわけでエース
they
が
try to find their
ゲ
own
ンジにチェン
answer,
ジ
and this might be going to be working it here.
We'll see. This has been
懐に入る強さを持ってるのがゲンジだからね
Light pick for Ace.
Oh my.
As,
Nice
he's
break.
gonna get headshot mid-air. Great shot there from High Vision, but he will get traded back. Adam able to go ahead and capitalize, finding that elim.
あーマクリーも変えたいところではあるかなそうなんだよこのままいくかな、まあ、ソジョン変えるよねソジョンの方が懐に入った時行きやすいからあー倒したかった
Find the kills. The answer is going to be yes. Clear and Ace both going to fall. That could make for a very fast flip here back into Honeypot's favor, but Adams does fall. Probably able to find that kill. Kitsune Rush now going to be committed for the 3 remaining players, but maybe 2. Sound barrier coming through.
お互いサンドバリア
Down to a sliver. Now going to be matched by Kame on the opposite side as Adam swaps over onto the
Ooh.
but it looks like the ult commitment here from Daft is going to be finding value.
初手の構成じゃんけん不利からよく返しているって感じだねアダムもオリーさんにふうにこうこれはもう構成じゃんけんが始まってる感じだね
That was huge clutch. That was literally just a huge clutch at here. Now Ace have a Genji blade, so the Honeypot don't have like a very way to be blocked. But they're probably seeking for the chance to engage.
They stunned up there by the javelin as they open things up. Pulse bomb out, able to find one. High Vision going to be taken down. Clear, Lumi all going to be falling low, and Soggy does collect the second kill. Now looks for a little bit more there as they continue to push forward, and going to be Soggy on for 3. That'll be the team kill. That'll be the flip
じゃん
back
けん
into
負
their
け
favor.
構成じゃんけん負け
Slight opportunity for a final recontest here, but the time is going to be dwindling. We know how quickly these flash points do tick up.
They have a one more chance, but they don't have a tracer, so it's going to
ク
be
イーンは変えない
because Honeypot probably not want to giving the opportunity for them to the lead taking.
あいつ竜月剣で無理やり入るか
Yeah.
Push themselves out here into the open. They do
入れなくはない
Adam trying to hold the door. Overclock now going to be going through here for it. Young Javelin over, looking for a pick on the Lumi. Ace pulls out the Dragon Blade, but it's going to be dead. As soon as he arrives
遊撃権でワンピック取れないと結構しんどい。ここでピック変えるか。路上以外は。
There's just no hope for the supports to try to get this one back into their favor. So Blade pulled Ace, immediately swapping back over to the Tracer after that one.
捨てなさそうだな。できればランページ入って変えたかったかもしれないけど。
And then even they're going the earlier than the enemy, and that is making the also snowball. And Daf right now losing the way to be play against like Adam, because Adam always just try to using different tank, and he doing very classically the better tank condition fight. Oh my, that was kind of greedy. Yeah.
I mean, that was great. Ace just swooping in, able to capitalize on top of that rail shot damage. Does find the kill. Neon going to be taken down. Terror Surge coming through from Adam. Going to set up for the elite here.
ラウンドバリアで返すが
doesn't find anything for it. Does get piling on the back end, but Adam now going to be taken down. Sound barrier going to be dropped in here from Lumi right.
ラウンドバリアギリ入った。
Vision would have been taken down. He manages to use that extra shielding to find the Elim there onto Kame. So that's going to be first grab of the point going here towards Daff.
I don't know why the Kami hard to like giving
the
sound barrier, but that sound barrier clutch was kind of good. But if the Adam get it, I think they won the fight. But right now it's getting their trouble, and Daf. I think Daf kind of hesitated a lot.
リーグスキン多いな。
Space for the honeypot. I think they need to be thinking about being more like a aggressive tempo to trade their resource. Oh no.
Everybody fairly bunched up at the moment. I thought Clear maybe he's going to be looking for an opportunity to try to send this.
ランページをどこで仕掛けるか。お狐から仕掛けられて、互いにお狐。一直線7ザク仕掛けたいけど無理か。
Rampage not in this fight. That could be for a future one, but the flip already into their favor here on the side of Honeypot. High Vision with a dive forward does manage to find two fairly crucial members taken down there, as both Light and Young will die, but late cleanup there onto him means that the stagger, the disadvantage is in the hands of Daff. So now they'll need to try get themselves back over to the point.
Yeah, every single time the Daff have a point side and they're too much hesitate.
ライトランページを吐くタイミングがねえんだよな。適当なタイミングで吐くと鈴で消されるし、いっそ鈴を見てから吐きたい部分はあるんだけど、ここまで言ってれるかどうかっていう感じ。お狐吐かれると鈴が上がるから無理だ。
In their favor, rail shot goes in. Pally nearly dead. Sound barrier now going to be committed here from Kame. As Pally will be pounded down. Talking able to find the kill. Another terror surge coming through. This time will help.
ああ、結局ランページここまで吐かないんだ。最後に吐くんだ。会うタイミング難しいもんな、ウルト。
2 points now here for Honeypot. One more to go to close out this map and move up 3-0 in the series. Clear now going to be swapping back over onto the Eureka and try to just match up against Adam in that regard after the Rampage found no value.
This is probably the better.
最終的にはオリサに変えたいっていうのは分かったんだけど、もうちょっと早めに仕掛けるかなと思ったんだよね。
The problem is like High Vision and Ace have a struggle time a lot because they're hard to take in the space of their marking by enemy tank and the DPS a lot. So now if the Clear have Orisa, at least they can have an opportunity to make in the space.
Poke and prod their way in here. Soggy and Ace both having these pulse bombs is huge, and there's the stick, the side out. High Vision denying that explosive damage onto the rest of his teammates. As Young just going to be sliding away from Aces. Soggy, however, able to collect the second kill. Is probably going to be taken down now. Ace gone as well as Light gets the headshot with the kunai. Cleanup is good. Already control established here for Honeypot to a very firm lead on what could very well be the final flashpoint here on New Junk City. Double support ultimates available though for Daff. So some decent tools to utilize to get themselves back into here, try to get that flip into their favor. It's just the Kitsune rush available for Honeypot at the moment.
But if you using the Kiriko ulti very earlier, when you
結局袖じゃんけんだよね。
Honeypot just can be
なかったわ。
more and disengage.
Well, looks like they're gonna just try to fight fire with fire as rush for rush does go across. Clear looking for the target, trying to just hound down Kame. They are able to find him, but it's gonna be a trade out here on the Lucio's now a trade out. A trade up, I should say, on the supports. Staff who's out on both of them. Adam falling, but so too does Clear. It is just High Vision and Ace. Now just High Vision is left alive. And he's just got to rotate out. And I don't think that Oh, he's been found.
うわー、見つかった、見つかった、見つかった。やばいやばいやばいやばい。
Exactly where he is, and now he's going to be taken out. I think he was lurking.
このタイミングで見つかったのやべえな。
Now it's going to have to
エン
be
ゲージが5対4
on
から始まるな。
Door watched, sound barrier comes through. Overclock at the ready though here for Nyang. If he can survive the damage, the extent of this fight could be huge. Pulse bomb going to be consumed though. Clear, able to take that one away from them. And Soggy will fall. Ace coming up with that elimination.
なんとか取り返すか、サウンドバリアの下で。
With the overtime taken away, it's going to be Honeypot getting swept under the rug.
無理やり取り返したが、
Some semblance of control when they needed the most. They have to reverse sweep from here to tie up the series.
が、間違えるとサウンドバリアで壊滅して終わる。
Now finally they're using it, they bring the win, but already that kind of time banking making the Honeypot bring the next sound barrier.
I mean, yeah, comment.
But clearly, Clear can definitely have opportunity, can grab the Kami, and it's gonna be like a, if he success that, he can deserve to get the win for this map. He need to like looking for the thinking about only Lucio, and once he find the Lucio.
We'll see if he can. There's the pull in, and it's actually
ワンピル取った。ルシオ落としたのでかい。
But now with Adam falling, that is going to be a clear advantage here in the hands of Daft. Just pushing forward, getting the juggle onto Nyang.
この辺がお互い若干甘いんだよな。
As Ace once again going to be swapping things up. Let's get back a little bit faster. Comes back now with that Sombra. Hacks could be huge. Sound barrier at the ready here from Kame, but 90% on the point. Do they get a contest? No, Soggy has been hounded down. He finds that elimination, touches in. They force out the overtime. We'll see how badly they actually want to try to play for this one. Just interrupt the hack.
このサウンドバリアはそんなにそれで返されるからね、美味しくないんだよね。
Need the cap on this point. Forced into the corner there is Kame. He will fall. As that is going to be the cleanup coming through here. Daft.
ここはさすがにきついと思うけ
Holding
ど。
on by a thread, but they will be able to get this flashpoint win.
もうちょいうまく立ち回れた気がするけど。
Now they
まあ1本ぐらいいいの
now
か。
have so much like a high chance of making the snowball for here. And Ace was bring the Sombra because he wanted to hack the Kami. But are he gonna be keep this Sombra? I think snowball situation and 40% is pretty high, and he probably might be one to making the control the tricky one.
Once again, kind of missed out.
おーし。
Seeing the shielding there from Kame. Question whether they actually went off or not. Already had so many Ajaxes in this one. Could very well have happened again there. Yeah, though. See who's going to be able to
これ
get
を
the
キ
first
ツネも
lockdown
サウンドバリア
on
で
this
返されて、
sound barrier advantage in their hands. That's going to be dropped in as soon as Light uses that consider rush, and he's just going to get punished. Javelin of all things from Clear. He's able to
ポジョンが抜けば
put
勝てる。
elimination there. Now overclock rolling through. High vision takes out coming, and that is just going to be a very swift.
というところでソジョンが抜いたので返したと。
Shutting them down, getting the first cap.
逆にソジョン上がるからね。EMP もまだ上がらなさそうだし。
Any ulti charge like at there for the fight. I mean sound barrier, and that is making the next fight is totally depend like each other like a hand, and it's not meaning like a Daft has a disadvantage and Honeypot have advantage. They still have a lot of ulti for the win the fight, but once they using that one a lot, they're not have a future for the next fight.
Looking for the approach. That next Kitsune rush. Built up here by Pilot, just 15%. Oh, some on the go is, oh my god, Soggy. So very low. Still getting whittled away as he tries to play on the corner. Waits out the javelin timing here.
EMP 上がるまで粘ってる
Trying to stay alive, but still is eating nasty chunks of damage. 75% built up here for Daft as Honeypot gonna have to try to pull the trigger on this one sooner rather than later if they want to finish the map right here, right now. Otherwise, Daft can tie things up on New Junk City. There's a push forward, but Ace waiting in the corner. EMP is at the ready. Lumi, however, taken down dangerously low. EMP might just have to be saved for another day because now Pilot going to be taken down, but no, I mean they can't actually wait. They have to try to use something here.
あ、上 EMP が残ってますよぐらいの計算なんだろうな。
They do have a little bit of time on their sides.
悪くないな。
For a reset, but
ただサポートアルティメットが2つ粘れば上がるから。これ計算に入れたい。その様子を見て早めにダーフが仕掛けられたら。
Kitsune Rush out first, goes just for the neutral hack into the virus. Drop down on the low ground there from Adam. Terra Surge going across, EMP to try to interrupt, and that's going to be Adam taken down. Ace nearly gone, but does manage to jump back up top, and Soggy.
えらいラフ仕掛けたね。
As High Vision finds a kill, Kame now going to be swept under the rug as well, as the cleanup is going to be good. That is going to be the reflip back in their favor as well. Now at the point, they're going to be tied 2-2, down to one last flashpoint. See whether or not Daf can tie up the series
ね、
score.
苦し紛れに吐くしかなくなっ
Will
た。
be able to scrape by
どこで
with
2
a
対2。
win, but right now these rounds are just narrowly getting away from them.
This one is totally equal. I mean, Daf have a bit more like advantage because the high vision is almost ultimate.
拠点のあたり、あ、いいさ、ウンドバリア、ラフ側のオーバークロック。
We're backpedaling here, Adam. Out for blood, rushing forward here. Soundbarrier actually going to be forced out from Lumi. Now going to be
ここまで
back
はお
here
互い
by
想定
Kame.
通りで、
Pulse bomb stick
パ
goes
ラスボム
in, down to a sliver of HP, but kill not going to be
が
found.
ダメージ
Now
入っ
Terra
たが、
Surge actually coming through as he looks for a pick. Won't be able to get one though. It's Nyang's going to come up with two. Holly and Clear going to be taken down, but
ポジションを抜き返せるか。
does manage to find one, but his HP bargaining whittled away at it.
それがに無理がある
Actually
わ。
be emptied as he does fall. Push up onto the high ground, quickly identifying the position of that enemy. Sombra there was light and soggy, and they get the punish. Just Lumi left slinking his way out, but first cap of the point goes to Honeypot.
割とアルティメット吐き気味で、バカやっただけど、
And he making the something value at here. Without that, Honeypot have so much advantage of the fight. Oh, he chasing?
まだ抱えてるのでかいな。
From behind, Clear. I don't think really registering the positions of the enemies at
Oh,
all.
nice
High
trade.
vision,
Wow,
nice shot, though.
嫌なとこ落とされた。
Quickly down, dangerously low.
見ればワンチャンある。
Tucks back and will be healed back to full.
And EMP
Light.
also coming.
Light just now respawning. It's going to be neck and neck here towards these next Kitsune rushes, but for the time being, Daf's going to be slowed up. Honestly, the Kiriko can rejoin the fight a lot faster than the enemy Arisa can. Nice scouting there. Does drag Ace out into the open. That EMP is going
ラ
to
ン
be
クが先
online.
落ちした分、オリサが広めに前取れる。
Getting closer and closer to that victory. This EMP from Ace could certainly turn the tides. It could get them right back into this one. Kitsune rush at the ready. Pale going to be using that first and foremost.
Pale.
Pulse bomb, though,
Pulse
from Soggy.
bomb.
He does it again! Both supports going to be taken down. EMP comes in
EMP
from
で
Ace.
返すが、
You'll find Adam
返すが
getting so much more than that. Clear's going to be able to find Nyang, but now Ace himself going to be
さすがにどうだ、
clear.
さすがにどうだ。
Bar low, trying to
いや、
hold
返してる、
on.
返してる、返してる。
High Vision is doing everything that they possibly can. Multi frags coming through here from the soldier, but Soggy.
う
He
わ
began the fight and he will end it. 2 to start,
最
2
後
to
1-on-1
finish. As Honeypot, they get the
1-on-1
win
抜いてれば
City and they move up now 3 to 1. Match
うどん側の
point
勝ち
in the grand finals is theirs. Let's take a look at this one as again.
Oh, that
う
is
わ
too
鈴が微妙に、
It's too early on the Suzu. Probably just sending it.
微妙に早かった。
And I just can't believe it. Just,
Yeah, me too, me
their
too,
backs
yeah.
are against the wall.
Yeah.
It looks like it's over. And
も
then
うちょいだったな。
Soggy just does that.
It was very, very like a not good situation for the Honeypot, and Shaggy was the kind of shut down like a last like a few like a round, and he proved it.
This
He
guy,
just needed only one pulse bomb.
this guy is so clutch.
Yeah,
He has a pulse bomb. It's possible.
Yeah.
That's
I mean-
what we're learning.
if as a coach, every time if I can choose the average high person like player or close player, most of the them choose close player.
Go with the clutch player. And you just pull it out
Yeah.
when everything looks dire. I mean, obviously, even if they lost the point of that at that stage, it was still just going to be, you know, down.
Oh,
to the start.
Hayui.
They would have
Yeah.
had some
Mushou ga
reflexes coming
yabai.
through, but just to be able to clinch it,
Yeah.
not even get pushed into that position, was so huge from the side of Soggy and just from Honeypot in general. But we're going to go to one last break here in this grand final. When we come back, we are going to be going through all of the action until we have a champion of Pacific. So don't go anywhere. We'll see if Daft can get themselves back into that driver's seat, get themselves another map win on the board, or if Honeypot are going to be able to take this one 4-1 when we come back.
疲れたな。ビオセブ長いな。この試合の結構もうよく持つよね、選手。ほんといつも思うけど。ああ、体重がかゆい。ちょっと休憩するか。
We are back. A nail-biter finish there on New Junk City. But Soggy, it just continues to deliver. The pulse bomb accuracy from this guy is insane. I would love
Yeah.
to know what his percentage stick rate is. It feels
too.
like it has to be well above 50%, which is incredible in its own right. But right now, the upper hand is very much held by Honeypot. We go into Rialto, another map pick here for the side of DAF to see whether or not they can extend this series, or if Honeypot is going to be able to bring things to a close right here, right now.
Yeah, I think DAF choosing this map because a lot of time they can use the off
Yeah.
time most of the time, but that was not working at the King's Row, so I want to see which tanker they bring in, because I think they want to do more like a dive side, probably like a Colosseum. So they still this map you can doing the dive at here, and that is working pretty well most of the time. But also that mean you can play the Echo and High Vision Echo. He want to play most of the time. Yep.
All right, we'll see if that is going to be coming through. I think for Adam, I think because we're going to be having Honeypot starting on defense, probably just going to be seeing the Sigma come through, which has overall been quite clean for him. So could just have that start. What's going to be alongside it, we'll have to just see. I'm guessing Tracer Sojourn, because they've been sticking with that for the most part. So I don't know if we're going to see any big changes. Maybe that Widow can come in. This is one of those maps where every now and then you do see some Widowmaker play. But we also haven't gotten that much Rialto this season. So it's hard to get a real beat on what the meta is, especially across the different
あんまエスコート試合やってないから
Rialto, like a Widowmaker was classically good, but after
移動
Widowmaker
来んのかな
by distance damage, and that is
まあ、イニシエの移動マップではあるけど
Right.
And also like a Tracer easy can like kill the Widowmaker right now after like a damage.
割と
So I'm not sure the
移動
Widowmaker is
は
good
トレーサーで
anymore
潰せます
in
み
this
たいな
map.
風潮に一時期なったからね僕も
Well, let's see what happens. Honeypot right now at match point just need one more win to be the champions of OWCS Pacific. DAF needing to run back 3 consecutive maps if they want to claim the throne for themselves.
自分の
Let's
シ
see
ー
if
ン
they
の
can get it done.
キャラクター選ぶのにマーシ
Another
ー選ぶや
map
つ
on the
相
board
当
as
だ
we
よ
jump into Rialto for our escort map, our first potential escort map, I should say, because of course if this one does go the distance, we do have Shambali Monastery waiting at the very end to potentially close things out. But as expected, let's see Adam right now. They're on that Sigma, and it's not going to be the Sojourn. It is
ア
going
ク
to be
リ
that
採
Cass
用
here
でき
for
ますか
Yeah, because Young know the high vision have a chance
ア
to
ン
be
チダイ
probably
ブって言ったところですか
the
ね
Echo here because this is a classic Echo good map, and also Honeypot bring the Brick Batis is classically good counter by
割とオーソドックスな
the Diva, and Kiriko Ana
ビーバー構成ではある
is
けど
good for the side fight, but once you get the opposite snowball, the damage is gonna be like a really risky. You can make it.
Decent ante does hit Adam there as the barrier been broken down.
ビーバーからしても行くのは結構怖いよなこれな
For now, Card just going to be inching forward.
まだアクセスしたいけ
See
ど
as the contest now starting to come through well into the back there.
こういう
Is
動きは
Rally.
限界
Dangerously low, but Lumi already going to be taken down. Asaga's
Ah,
on
取れた
top of the enemy. Ana finds that elimination down to Young. We'll get the punish here onto Ace. He's trying
まあ
to
高
challenge
台
this
行けないよ
fight,
ねっ
but
ていう
force
感
them
じだよね
back.
これ
Swing onto the corner though. Playing out and
ここ通らなきゃいけないんだけどなかなか取れませんよってい
right
う
out into the open. So easy cleanup. And there's the mag grenade to just go ahead and hinder Pally so he cannot try to exit. Adam cleans up 3 in the back end of the fight. It's going to be about halfway to that flux. As the opening volley here just gets shut down. Clear now going to be swamped.
Winston
Looks
here.
like it's going to be the Winston coming through. As Ace takes an immense amount of damage.
Yeah, but still they have like a Batis and Cassidy, so it's not gonna be easy for the clear.
まあ正直ウィンストンタウンが D バーが辛いのは間違いない
Or like a knowledge of the Winston, he can still do making the value. But
ああいうジャンプするしか
it's
な
gonna
い
be hard.
上飛んで殺される前に降りて
Try to challenge that high ground after the accretion does come through.
やりながら
Now
火を伺うしかないよ
searching
な
for some eliminations that they can possibly get for themselves. Immortality Field does come out. Decent shots there on the Ace to take him low, but High Vision with that beam comes across.
pick
It's gonna be
up.
Adam taken down. He can stay alive. That dude
さあこ
now
れ強め
fully
に
online, so
上取れるん
use
だ
that
ね
for the iframes if necessary. As Young tries to get himself into the back line. Deadeye is at the
振り
ready.
切ってコピ
Sends the
ー
mag grenade, not gonna get the stick. Rolls forward, but ultimately it's going to be to his demise. And with the Duke, the rally now will roll out here from High Visions. The cart breaking away. Adam just going to be waiting for the rest of the team to respawn before they try to go for any kind of recontest. But I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get there in time as Light still not back into the fight.
Duff need to do all year fight. If they're let the honeypot touch the point, it's not good for them. Oh, nice nade.
Okay, consider rush in. Young going to be antied out. Immortality field there to try to keep him protected. And Adam is able to find high vision. Immortality field now finally cleared. But the kills looking good. Here for the Honeypot. Cart not contested until just now. 0.42 meters left to go. But they managed to get the touch and get the cleanup. There's at least one more left alive. They're on the hunt. They found Lumi, but Cart will go ahead and stave them off.
This is really best for the DOF because Primer is not probably going to be working unless you're very high quality Winston. And this nade also don't have an angle for the fight. So DOF have a really in high trouble.
Right now it is just Adam playing low here. He's trying to operate on this corner. Drop down in from Ace. Takes a couple shots.
なんとかマクリーにプレッシャー与えたいところだが。
Oh dear. Probably under some fire. Needs to TP out. Gets himself over to safety. Lumi able to go ahead and top him back up. Oh no, Soggy! He does it again! This guy is unbelievable! Another one! Both the supports! Gets the follow-up on the high vision! He can do no wrong! He is a god! Oh! It's just...
あれはもうどうしようもないから。ずっと吐くしかないから、ね。
How does he keep getting away with this? What deal did he make with the devil? Now suddenly, 24 seconds remaining. Lumi trying to get this
アナも
animal
取ってる
online.
位置は間違いないから、
Does
ね。
get tagged low, but no punish going to be found.
お互いに守り合ってるから。
Sustained for the time being. Did I potentially available? Won't play well into that primal rage, which can now come out. Shield bash at the ready. Deadeye try to zone them back. Give it the build up. There's the primal shots go across. High vision nearly taken down. Hinder out on to clear it. He's just being focus fired to hell. Gets taken out as Ace.
奥行かなきゃいけないんだ。奥行くとヒールが届かないっていうジレンマね、これね。
The cleanup coming through as the dupe comes through out on the high vision onto the Sigma, but it doesn't last long, nor will he. Lumi will get picked off. And 0.42 meters shy of point A. Honeypot
2個目の
get
チ
the
ョークポイ
full
ント。
hold here on Rialto while on match point in this grand final.
あ、
I don't know how can I say something like that, but
2回エンゲージに勝て
that
ば
also is
優
really
勝が決まりますが。
critical to the DOF. I mean, they only have a chance. They need to really need to hurry to build up their nano and every single thing.
Look at it again.
He just like a nope, not this time.
Yeah, and then just comes in and just clips, basically one clips high vision.
He making so much like a hard time to Honeypot. He just bring to be like a get almost like a 1 minute banking for the average pulse bomb and bring the win.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 1 minute to get a pulse bomb, and then he kills 2 people every time. So he's basically getting a pulse bomb.
アダブリギットのディーバ構成で守ると。
That's true. That's true. Wow.
アッシュもそのまま来るかな、
Yeah,
来
when
る
you
ね。
average it out like that, and you take into consideration whatever the hell his stick rate is, which has gotta be huge.
I
移
don't know
動
what
は
happened
初手
this
だけだと思うんだよ
whole
な。
months. Why you put the Shaggy
来るとしても
on。Soldier? His tracer is something.
打ってライフウェーバーが引っ張って終わりだと思うんだよ。
It's yeah, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, right now. I mean, at the final and before the final, his pulse one rate is getting higher, and getting critical. What a match! What a pulse!
I mean, I think that is just the straw that will inevitably break the camel's back here.
Okay.
Quick peek with the double sniper, but now the swap back over. Adam as well.
Probably
Let's
Sigma.
see.
Oh.
Okay, just gonna go for the D.
まあね、ライフウェーバー出せよ。
Back over onto the Lucio.
Okay,
I mean,
this
it's
is
basically, 1.5 fight wins, and this grand
Really
final is
good.
over. Honeypot will have steamrolled their way to a first place finish.
so. My question is, if you're losing the first fight, it's gonna be literally a huge snowball.
Yeah, so they need to find picks right now. Pollock gonna be taking low. Heels coming across. Lumi trying to keep him sustained. As Ace back
これトリゲーム珍
away
しいの
from
割
the
と。
card. A little bit of space offered up here. Clear just dropping down, keeping this contested alongside his tracer. Push up though, forcing them off the high ground. Now Sleepdart will connect onto Adam. We'll see if they can find anything off the back of that. As the
Heal
fight
が入
comes
っ
in,
た。
but Young gonna be looking at the first blood. Holly gonna be
た
taking
だブ
down
リギッテが
Neil.
落ちた。
Finding
となると
himself
アナ
a
も即
second.
死する。
Gets rid of high vision. Lumi down to a sliver, tucked into the corner. Will end up getting dropped. The reset
ラスト1回。アルティメットはギリ溜まってない。おー、全員やった。一か八かだね。全員やったね。まあ、深くは入れないでしょうっていう読みだよね。もうここから打ち続けるだけだよね。おそらくだいぶで後ろに来ることはまずないから。あ、今阻害入ってる分かったな。おお、やっちまった、やっちまった、やっちまった、やっちまった。キル取り返したらよかった。危ねえ。危ねえ。やっちまうところだった。終わるところだったぞ今。
Pressure he get to buy post bomb. He's like he'll panic out from there.
Yeah.
But it was young post bomb.
この決勝は嫌だよ。決勝戦でその終わり方は嫌だよ。
Bob nearly there, a self-destruct, maybe to try to clear things, but sound barrier from Kame, self-destruct for Adam, nearly a blade here for Sagi, as Ace in a bad spot, Young going in, trying to get the chase, trying to get the punish there. He'll stream it across, Ace trying to just reconnect in with the rest of his team, looks like he does just barely make it out to safety, rejoining in alongside Pally, now start connecting. Overall, they will be able to do so, and now Pally gonna be taken down, Adam just...
ちょっとね、前で過ぎたか。
Sound barrier dropped, the Bob is out. Dynamite over the top, not going to be able to find anything. Ace down to a sliver. Pops a recall, I do believe. Pulse bomb at the ready, just throws it into the doorway though. Cannot find the kill. Self-destruct set here from Adam. Kill not found, but the remake coming through. Young with the pulse bomb as well, not getting a connection there. But the blade from Sagi.
ゆうけん D はだいぶ削ったし、これさ落とした。交際でギリ触るから、時間を稼げる、時間を稼げる。ミック剥がした、ミック剥がした。キルに繋がるか。ゲンジやられた。やばい。ウィドウが落とした。ウィドウフリーだ。ディバ耐えろ、ディバ耐えろ。アナ間に合え、アナ間に合え。間に合わない。GG。チャンピオンズハニーポットおめでとう。
OWCS Pacific coming away with the win. The spelling mistake, not let that take away from the achievement. This team,
もういいよ、なんだろうな。
we could not have anticipated this.
Yeah, just true. I mean, also,
あ、細かいアルティメット管理かな。
The Oculus, you need to become every single the Pacific. You bring the
そんな気がしま
hype,
す。
the quality, the match, and also I think I giving a lot of
ちょ
credit
っと
to
疲れた。
Kami last boop.
1時間半配信すると結構疲れんだな。
Literally the best.
夜中に。
The Duff was need to be saved the timing, but he literally nope.
まあ、おめでとうということで、
Critical.
配信も終わります。お疲れ様でした。
Insane scenes here for Honey Pot. I mean, again, this was a rematch from